Hello, friends. Have you ever wondered what will happen if we ignore the question of knowing God? Either because of indifference, or because of doubts, or because of carelessness. We ignore knowing God. What will happen? We will end up losing something far greater than this entire world. In this video, we want to discuss the consequences of ignoring the question of knowing God. What is the risk if we don't take the question of knowing God seriously? Welcome to Quran for Humanity channel. Here we discuss various complex questions of the life in light of Quran and Islam. All the praise belongs to Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, and may peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad, his family, and his companions. Today we are going to discuss a question which most of us are struggling with and which has vastly divided opinion among the mankind. And that question is, should we know God? Why should we know God? As humans, we always struggle with questions, multiple questions. But in history of mankind, across the span of time and geography, one question has been asked repeatedly. One question has been asked the most, and that question is, should we know God? Why should we know God? To ask, why should we know God, is like asking why the things exist at all. It is to inquire about our own existence. Humans are not only biological bodies. We are thinking, we are caring, we are loving, we are asking, we are longing beings. We ask questions. We crave for the truth, for the reality, for the purpose, for guidance, and for knowledge. And these cannot be supplied by matter or machinery alone. This question belongs to domain of spirit, of soul, of truth. Knowing God is to transfer the entire meaning of our existence. Our hearts are naturally drawn towards origin. It yearns for truth, surety, and certainty. To know God is to turn away from distraction, to shift from living on the surface of the events to diving deep into the meaning and purpose of the event, diving deep into their meanings. We need to contemplate, we need to think, we need to observe the signs of order, of beauty, the purpose of existence. And we should also examine our own hearts. Those who approach these questions, this issue, with open heart, with humility, rather than arrogance, they will find the spring of enlightenment, and that is of knowing God. Question of knowing God is not a side issue for a religious enthusiastic. Rather, it is a central issue for every human being. We need to be aware of brevity of this life and magnitude of what may follow. We need to be cognizant of it. This is not only a dogma or a tradition alone. The possibility of infinite reward and infinite mercy demands that necessary effort should be made. The possibility of colossal loss warns us against complacency, against being indifferent. The point of this discussion is to invite reflections of what are the risks if we ignore this question of knowing God. In our last video, we have discussed few verses from the Quran which throws light on why should we know God. In this video, we will discuss some more common sense reasons why should we know God. The very first reason for that is knowing God will answer all the questions that we have. As humans, we ask questions right from the childhood to the twilight years of our life, to the end of our life. Who I am, why I am here, who sent me here, what I am supposed to do with this life, why death, what will happen after death. And there are multiple questions like this. These are not idle curiosities. This is the inner quest. This is the inner call. This tells us that our heart is longing to know about the true meaning of existence, true meaning of life. This tells us that we are beings who are in search of meaning, and we will get answers to all these questions only by knowing God. We struggle with the questions: why we are here, why there are trials and tribulations, why suffering, why pain, why there is oppression, why there is injustice, why justice is lacking in the world, and we cannot get the answers unless we know God. God is essential component of the equation. Once we know God, everything will settle in its place. We will have answer for all the questions. We will have clarity. We will have hope. We will have direction to live without worry. Knowing God will awaken us to knowing our purpose, to finding our rightful place in this vast cosmos. And that will give us sense of fulfillment, a tranquility, without which we always feel emptiness. Even if we are very successful in the material life, we feel empty inside. Second reason is that knowing God will change all our values. Suppose a person has vast amount of knowledge, but he doesn't know why he exists. A person may be master of science or arts or technology. He may be a very successful person. He may have got lot of recognition. But if he is uncertain why he exists, a shadow of anxiety and unease will never leave him. Without knowing God, everything becomes disintegrated, temporary, relative, inexplicable. Our accomplishments fade, our bodies decay, our relationships break. There is no central thing binding all our activities, all our actions, all our thinking. It doesn't translate into one meaningful existence, one meaningful purpose, one meaningful reason. By knowing God truly and sincerely, a remarkable shift happens. Everything makes some sense. Randomness of the life disappear and coherence take place. We are no longer lost in the jungle. Rather, we are a purposeful traveler on a definite path. We realize that our existence is not by chance. Rather, it is a purposeful endeavor. It is a planned and designed event. All our values will change. How shall we deal with our own self? How shall we deal with our relatives, our family? How shall we deal with our neighbors? How shall we deal with other creations? Why should we act with justice? Why should we act with honesty? Why should we be kind? Why should we become compassionate? Now we will have more knowledge. We will have more insight about all this matter. We will be more humble and more careful and caring for others. This will give lot of peace and tranquility to our hearts. Worries about the future, about the events around us, about the pains, fear of death, envy will go away. It will begin to disappear. We will get clarity, hope and purpose in our life. We will discuss one more reason why should we know God. It is mentioned in chapter number 32, verse number 17. And no soul knows what has been hidden for them of comfort, for eyes, means for their satisfaction, as reward for what they used to do. We often hear that God is graceful, God is merciful, He has prepared countless bounties for us. He has prepared countless blessings for us. But we never bothered to find out what does it mean. What does it entail? As per the verse mentioned above, God has prepared so much comfort and so many items of our pleasure and our satisfaction that no eyes have ever seen, no mind has ever imagined. And bounties of God are not only huge in numbers, they are of cosmic proportion, thousands of times more than what we find on the earth. Our stakes are very huge. Either it's huge, infinite mercy, infinite pleasure, infinite comfort, or colossal loss, eternal pain, eternal anguish. Stakes are huge, and we have got only two options. There is no third option. So we do not want to end up on the wrong side. Therefore, it is very necessary to know God. It's not only a minor philosophical drill or a philosophical luxury. Rather, it's very essential, extremely crucial exercise. There is no comparison between what this world offers to us and what may be waiting for us. So knowing God becomes wise strategy in noble pursuit and intelligent effort in the face of infinite gain or loss. With this, we have come to the end of today's discussion. We will bring you more talks about the Quran and Islam, so keep visiting us. And please let us know about your comments, about your views in the comments below. And if you have not subscribed to our channel so far, please do subscribe and press the bell sign so that you get notification for all our new videos. If you want to read the Quran in your own language, you may download it from our website quranforhumanity.org. We have got translations of the Quran in more than 100 languages. May peace and guidance be upon entire humanity.